as you take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Just settling in. They tell you a story. So, squirrels, when they store up for the winter, they have this frantic nature of just burying stuff wherever is convenient. And they bury so much, more than they need, in hopes that there will be enough, even when they forget where they buried half their hoards. The chickadee, on the other hand, as she buries all of her seeds, her brain begins to grow. And she knows exactly in her territory where each seed, each cache is stored. And as the winter continues, the brain begins to shrink as she uses her stores and no longer needs all that extra brain space to remember where the seeds are at. And as it gets darker and colder, she's a tiny creature. And each night is this precipice of survival. Will there be enough energy stored up from the food she's eaten to survive the night? And I think sometimes we have these times when we feel like we wonder if we have enough to get through. Sometimes it's more fearful and irrational. And sometimes it's very real. Do we have enough courage? Do we have enough strength? Do we have enough sustenance? Perhaps you can pause for a moment to think about times when you've wondered if you had enough. This Advent season, as we head into these dark times, it's often in these times when we reflect on or echo or feel these times when we weren't sure we had enough or were enough or are enough. And I feel like a very simple way of connecting to having enough is to think of others, to help others. Perhaps that is to help another human being, to send a card, bake some cookies. Maybe that's to feed another creature or give a home to someone in need, perhaps four-legged. Perhaps there is a gift in knowing that simply by feeding the birds, perhaps each night we save a life. And perhaps that is the gift that we have in this life, to make others big and small and everything in between, to make their lives just a little bit better. And in doing that, making our lives a little more bright. May you take a nice deep breath in and let it go. And feel the grace of God flowing within your life.